Welcome back to Weekly Update. This is the minor fixes update for May 26, 2023. So let's go ahead and take a look. Dear Stormworkers, this is update week. This update is smaller than usual and is a handful of fixes. Some of these fixes will be important to some players, such as fixes for Workshop upload on Mac, but obviously not all players will be affected by every fix. Next week, on the 2nd of June, we'll be announcing the release date and details of the next major update. That's really cool. Look forward to seeing that. The major update is in the final stage of development, and we are really excited to share more info. The following week, on the 9th of June, there will be a new normal-sized minor update, which will also include some new features for Industrial Frontier owners. Awesome! A long-standing request we have had from some players is to add support for compressible gases into Stormworks. That's awesome. This is useful for a bunch of stuff, especially submarines. This is a very requested feature from a lot of people. This is something we've been looking at because we think it is a great idea and because it is something that many players need. Air and exhaust can already be pumped through pipes, and it makes most sense that it should also be able to store and compress in pre-made tanks and custom tanks. So that's going to be cool. You should hopefully be able to compress, say, air into a tank. That's going to give you more oxidizer so that then you can stay under longer in a submarine. Also, compressing your exhaust and then venting later. With any change to mechanics of the game, we're mindful to keep existing behavior the same and are testing loads of vehicles as we experiment with changes. Allowing gas to be stored in tanks is a subtle change, and while it may not affect most vehicles, it may be the 1 or 2% of vehicles with unusual piping designs may rely on air not flowing into a tank and require updating with a filter. This is a typical problem that we often face, where the desire to improve the game and move forward comes in direct conflict with the risk of breaking a small number of vehicles, and there are many players pushing us in both directions. Obviously, it is impossible for the game to change and also remain unchanged at the same time. What do you think? Should we add compressible gases after testing with the risk of causing 1 or 2% of the workshop creations to require update, or is this a bad idea and we should leave the game as it is? I think they should push forward. It's always a pain when one of your vehicles breaks because they made a change, but as long as the change is a positive direction and adds more opportunity, I think it's fine. And as long as it doesn't break everything, people keep asking for things like aerodynamic changes or density changes. That would break everything. By making a small change like this, I think it shouldn't be a problem. We continue to work on the updates and we'll return next week with the big announcement. Really looking forward to that. Much love, Stormworks developers. So let's go through the patch notes. Add-ons failed to upload to the Steam Workshop on Mac. Fix mixing inverted and non-inverted tank track wheels, causing wheels to spin backwards. Reverse SRB fin animations and editor arrows to match their physics behavior. Fixed missing voxels on the large engine. Updated Clark Airfield road mesh. Fixed multi-segment rods being disconnected by rod connector incorrectly. All right, that's a weekly update, and we'll see you next week for the major announcement. See you then.